Hey! What all domains are covered under cybersecurity? Do you ever thought or tried to search that what all domains, functions, or different things come under the scope of cybersecurity? Or, to become an expert of cybersecurity, what all areas or topics or domains one should be aware of? Well, we have come up with a model to try and define everything that might come under cybersecurity. Hello everyone, this is Watson creating the content for you. Welcome to our new session on the world of cybersecurity. In this session, we will explain all cybersecurity domains, what all areas come under cybersecurity, what are different teams and roles in cybersecurity team, what can be the career path in cybersecurity, what are various functions or areas that fall under cybersecurity, and as a cybersecurity leader, what are areas that we need to address and what are various responsibilities of a cybersecurity team. Let's get started. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting assets and data including systems, networks, applications, mobile devices, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. The three main pillars of cybersecurity are people, process and technology. In an organization, the people, processes, and technology must all complement one another to create an effective defense from cyber attacks. Let's discuss what all domains come under cybersecurity. Cybersecurity can be divided into 7 domains. In some cases, some of the physical security aspects also fall under the cybersecurity umbrella, so we have listed it separately. The 7 cybersecurity domains are: first, we have frameworks and standards that you should use to build your cybersecurity framework. Second is establishing the governance process, policy and organization level processes. Next, we have the risk assessment domain, where you define parameters to measure and mitigate risk. Next cybersecurity domain is security operations, which involve monitoring all your assets for cyber attacks. Last 3 domains are security engineering, threat intelligence and employee awareness program. Let's discuss all these domains in detail. Well, when you set up your cybersecurity framework, you need a strong industry standard or framework that can provide a good base to your model. Some globally accepted cybersecurity frameworks and standards includes NIST Cybersecurity Framework, ISO 27001, other ISO or IEC standards, SANS or CSC framework. One example can be, in the event where you process or store credit card data, you will have to adopt PCI DSS framework. The next domain we have is governance domain. This includes areas like DevSecOps, where you guide your business teams to adopt security principles right at the development stage. It also includes compliance to regulatory requirements and state requirements, conducting internal and external audits, framing and continuously updating the cybersecurity policy, and defining the organization-level cybersecurity policy and processes. This is very important stage, because the design drives the actions in other domains or functions. So we need to ensure we consider all factors, and review the policy and framework multiple times, before baselining it. Next, we have risk assessment domain. We cannot have zero risk. There is always a probability of an attack happening which can cause data loss, or financial loss, or business loss, or denting the brand image of the company. So we need to maintain a risk register that accounts for all risk a company might face. And then we take steps to mitigate these risks or decrease the probabilities of these risks. And the risk that cannot be mitigated should be accepted. The risk assessment process includes conducting data flow analysis. This includes keeping a track of data in rest, data is use and data in motion, and ensuring you have relevant security controls in place for these 3 phases of data. This also includes conducting vulnerability scans, penetration tests, and source code reviews. One more important part of risk assessment is third-party risk assessment. Keeping a check on risk associated with partners is very important, and that's why regular audits and risk assessments are important. The next important domain is security operations. This is one of the most important functions of cybersecurity team. A security operations center is a place where you monitor all your network assets, 24/7/365, and detect any negative event that might occur in your system, and respond to those incidents. 24/7 monitoring is done by collecting logs of all your network and application assets, and also security tools. So, the log analysis, a SIEM tool and a SOAR tool forms the heart of your security operations center. Any critical incidents are handled by experts from forensics or malware handling team. As you grow on maturity scale, you integrate your vulnerability management program also into your SOC. All vulnerabilities are tracked and responded in real time. Also, business continuity and disaster recovery falls under security operations. We should ensure BCP and DR policy is defined and implemented across the organization. The next important domain is security engineering. This is also one of the important function. Here we define the security architecture, where we define how people and technology interacts with each other. We use identity and access management to define access policies. Here we define who gets access to what assets. Also, since nowadays a lot of companies are migrating to cloud, we need to ensure security policies and controls are implemented on all cloud infrastructure. Well, to do business and provide services to our clients, we collect and store data. Data is the most important asset. So protecting data becomes the most important responsibility of the company. Data protection is thus very important. We need to ensure the network design is secure, and all integrations are done per security policy and framework. The next domain is threat intelligence. We have listed threat intelligence as a separate domain here. It has become an important factor as it can be used across various domains. This includes analysis and tracking of dark web, deep web and clear web. Threat intelligence includes threat hunting and threat modeling. Under threat hunting, the team proactively hunts for vulnerabilities in your network, and then build required controls to block that kill chain path so that no one can exploit that in future. Under threat modeling, we create a threat profile of the organization to ensure we manage the risk and cybersecurity posture of the organization in the best possible way. This domain also includes fraud intelligence, brand tracking and intelligence, VIP profiling and stakeholder management, tracking any sort of data leakage. It also helps identify internal and external IOCs, that is indicators of compromise. The last domain on our list is security awareness and training. You might have the best technology and cyber professionals in your team, but you are only as strong as your weakest link. So it is very important to educate your employees about cyber best practices, so that they don't fall prey to a cyber attack. Still, majority of successful attacks are routed by making people make mistake and give away a path to attackers. So it is very important to train your staff and ensure they act in the best possible way. Also, given the COVID era, everyone is working from home, so it is important that employees follow the best practices so that they don't fall prey to any cyber attack. I hope the content was useful. Please subscribe to this very useful channel to stay on top of all their upcoming videos. Thank you.